Whether you're big or whether you're small, you still have an impact on the society you work in and the environment that you interact with.
We did not, in our wildest dreams, imagine that a coalition of this strength and gravity would be possible.
It's a wonderful feeling to work together on a common goal.
Successful institutions nowadays are the ones who understand to collaborate with stakeholders, with peers, to pool resources, to pool skills, and jointly achieve more.
We're only as strong as the weakest link. You can't wall off your country from extreme weather events because of climate change. So we really have to work together as a global partnership.
I think our ability to learn from each other's methodologies around how we measure impact, how we assess for climate risk, how we assess emissions within our portfolios, rather than trying to reinvent, there's actually real power in working with each other to support each other to drive change together.
This sort of awakening started a few years ago around what is the purpose of our bank and what do we need to survive as an institution. Once you see the bigger picture and once you can connect the dots, it becomes much easier to be able to see why it's more relevant for the collective.
As a co-chair of the collective commitment to climate action, and try to bridge, listen, learn, and get the outside perspective in and the inside perspective out. Especially in the climate action space, I would say that collaboration is key. You can't do this on your own, but also not as a collective of private sector actors alone or as government on your own.
The collective approach to the principles means that we don't leave anyone behind.
It was fascinating when we first started participating in the principles for responsible banking for me to learn from peers around how they had working groups with their respective banking associations within their nations. And so I came back to Australia and said, gosh, we need to have our own working group with our own Australian Banking Association.
We are building a civil society advisory body. These experts in other organizations outside banks can help us to stay on course, keep sharp, ask the right questions, and help us to deliver on responsible banking.
By spring, all banks will have had their first report. So for the first time, we will be able to do a systematic assessment of collective progress based on the individual reports of 180 banks.
So this is, I think, the value of a collective, that together you can achieve more, create a bigger impact and move faster.